Good evening, everybody. Welcome to WrestleScope TV. This is John. My apologies if you clicked on the earlier link. For whatever reason, the audio was not working. But we are back and want to debunk some rumors right now about Keith Lee. Keith Lee has not been seen on WWE television since the beginning of February in a match on Raw against Matt Riddle, in which he won, and he was scheduled to be at Elimination Chamber, in a triple threat match against Bobby Lashley, the U.S. champion at the time, and Matt Riddle. Well, for whatever reason, he was pulled from the match. I believe it had to do with COVID-19 because Mia Yim, his fiance, was she had either tested positive or was close contact to somebody at the time, and she was quarantining. And so I believe that's what it had to do with. But we have not seen Keith Lee on television since then. He has not been mentioned on WWE television since Elimination Chamber. And rumors have been flying around about him being injured. Mike Johnson of PW Insider had a report that Keith Lee, that there was no creative plans for him at the time. And now the latest rumor has come out today, and it's based off of a tweet that Keith Lee sent out in response to a fan who basically asked him, "Dude, what's next?" And this is the response that Keith had. "Good question. Unfortunately, only time will tell, my friend." Well, immediately, rumors started flying around on the internet that Keith Lee has been released by WWE. Well, rest assured, Keith Lee, even though we're asking the question, where is he? Keith Lee has not been released by WWE. The extremely reliable Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select has done his due diligence, and he tweeted earlier tonight, "WWE officials and talent have both confirmed to me," this being Sean Ross Sapp, "that Keith Lee has not been released," debunking a vague rumor that was gaining steam this afternoon. That is the direct quote from Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select. So the rumors, again, not true. We don't know where Keith Lee is, because he has been very quiet on his Twitter over the last couple of months. And again, WWE has not acknowledged anything that is going on with him right now. So is he injured? Is he sick? Is there something else going on? We don't know. But what I can tell you 100%, Keith Lee is still employed with the WWE. And this kind of leads me to my next point real quick, is you've got to be careful when you are online when it comes to, well, really when it comes to anything, but I'm talking specifically wrestling here, that there are a lot of reliable sources out there. I quote Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select a lot. Alex McCarthy, Brian Alvarez, Dave Meltzer, and many, many others out there, because they are what I consider wrestling journalists. They do their job. They have sources. They do digging. They check into things. They are constantly looking through things. Are they always right? No, they're not always right. And that's because sometimes, in the case of a Dave Meltzer, they get fed wrong information. But these are people, and there's a lot more out there too. The entire crew over at Wrestle Talk, Cultaholic, What Culture, so many others, Sports Kita. There is a ton of them. Busted Open Radio, with Bully Ray, Busted Open Radio. Lots of wrestling journalists out there, and podcasters and content creators that do a great job. Stephanie Chase, True Heel Heat, so many others out there. Gary Cassidy, a lot of other ones. Way too many for me to mention here. But you've got to be careful of the ones that are not doing their due diligence, that all they're doing is posting things, clickbait and lies to get people to tune into their channels. And there's way too much of that happening. I have called out numerous ones recently on this channel, and I don't call them out by name because I don't want to give them added attention. I don't want to give them extra clicks. Even from my small channel here, I will give the support to the people that do the work, that put in the hard effort, and are almost always correct. Almost always without a fault with what they post. I will credit them, and I will retweet them, and I will share their stories as much as possible. But again, today is just another one of those examples of something that was just a flat out lie. And the other thing I want to address too, real quick, is this is concerning my TikTok channel. And I had posted a video back on May 14th, so 9 days ago, asking about, talking about, all right, there's speculation about Eva Marie and Zelina Vega and Velveteen Dream coming back to WWE television, because there was a report back on, I believe it was May 9th, that Velveteen Dream had been backstage at Raw. There was potential for him to come back to TV. Well, we found out just a couple of days ago that Velveteen Dream was released by the WWE. I had somebody call me out on TikTok today, May 23rd, so 9 days after I had posted it, and 6 days before the Velveteen Dream news had hit. Hey, where are you getting your information from? Make sure you're getting your information right, because he got released. Look at the date stamp on it. Okay, look at when it was posted. If you're going to call somebody out on social media about something they post about wrestling, make sure that you're doing your due diligence as a viewer, as a follower, as a reader, that you're not just jumping to conclusions on something. I've had that happen. And again, I am a smaller content creator. I have less than 4,000 followers on TikTok. I am not to the level of, the Nico Extras and some other people that have hundreds of thousands of followers. But I still take heat for things that I post, that when I post them, when I record them, they're correct to what I know at that point in time. But as we know in this world, things change very quickly. And I'll come on, I'll openly admit if I got something wrong, or if I said something incorrectly. I'll post a rebuttal. I will, post a correction to something, or I'll put it in the comments. But don't sit there and call people out when they make a mistake or when you misread something. It's just stupid. Okay. All right. So once again, if you're just jumping on here now, Keith Lee is still employed with WWE. The rumors about him being released are not true. This has been confirmed by Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select. Thank you very much for tuning in for a short edition here on the 61 Days of WrestleScope. Again, I apologize for whatever issues I was having earlier. I don't know why. I'm having things breaking, peripherals breaking left and right on my computer that I need to fix. So I think that's what happened with my microphone, but I believe the sound is working okay now. All right. So I'll be back tomorrow with some more stuff. This is going to be a busy week with Double or Nothing and AEW coming up in 1 week. Going to have a lot of different content, including the Double or Nothing predictions, where I may bring in a special guest. Once again, don't know if it's going to be WrestleScope Jr. Might be somebody else. We shall see. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and we will talk to you soon.